I guess opening it out then a little bit in terms of you guys as storytellers. I mean, because to me that's what you are through your music. And um, so Annette obviously is, I guess, the key example in your guys' work, or one of the key examples of you guys having like a narrative approach and a story-driven approach to what you're doing. But as well, Seduction of Ingmar Bergman is another one. It's, I guess, the other key one. But I mean, going all through your work, even going right back to the beginning with those early albums and all the way through, you guys, to me, it seems to have taken such an interesting approach to crafting almost like short stories and short films in your songs. And I even and having that approach, I even think about like the structure of an album like Number One in Heaven, which I know is celebrating its anniversary this year. The kind of the birth to death structure of that, from like the opening song to the ending song, tryouts to Number One in Heaven. And I wanted to ask, do you guys think of yourselves as storytellers with what you do and with your music?
Yeah, I think so because I think our approach to lyrics, it's kind of always been like that. I mean, there's so many songs that I can't make a complete generalization, but just that by and large the songs are kind of detailed, uh, where a lot of people write songs that are kind of a more general approach to issues, and we like to be really specific and kind of maybe evoking images in people's heads, which through the music, and so I think it differs from a lot of other pop songwriting in being really detailed and specific about things, and even if it doesn't always come across as a story with a beginning and middle and end, there's like kind of something going on within the the song that isn't just floating out big generalities like love and hate and affection and those kinds of things, that it's kind of demonstrated in a more specific way. And we've always, if there was never like setting out to do things in one way, but that's always been kind of our approach. I think it kind of maybe was influenced at the very beginning because we were huge fans of the early Who and the early Kinks, and in their earlier songs, they were always like kind of vignettes and things that were plucked out of the real world, but that kind of had a meaning beyond even what they were specifically talking about. And so I think that was an influence on us. And we never are worried about appearing too precious about things. I mean, this is kind of the approach that we do. We can't really do it any other way.
Well, the way you do it is wonderful, as is saying.